This might be the best EZA in Dokkan history, but should you coin Kai Goku? How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We got another Dokkan Battle video for you here today. We are taking a look at the 11th anniversary EZA, the AGL Kai Goku. This guy EZA during part 1 of the anniversary, and we are here to answer that big question. Is he worth your 500 Carnival coins? In order to answer that question, we're going to take a look at a couple of things. Number one, we're going to take a look at the unit himself, and then take a look sort of at the context of this release, what other carnivals we might have to consider, and what might be down the road that we should consider with our coin. So let's start by looking at Kai Goku himself. He is a Turtle School lead for HP attack defense 200%, and for the record, right, some of these leads can be good enough to run still, even though they're previous meta leads. Especially Turtle School is such a good category, covering basically every single Goku, and any Yamchas, Tiens, and Krillins that trained under Master Roshi. So a lot of the Saiyan Saga ones are on there. Yeah. So it's a good leader skill, all things considered. His 18 key has him greatly stacking defense while raising attack for 4 turns. His 12 key greatly raises attack and defense for the turn and recovers 10% HP. And hold on to that, because that's going to be really important when we talk about another part of his passive here. So passive gives him key 4, attack defense 159%, chance for a critical hit 20%, and guards all attacks for 7 turns. He also gets damage reduction rate 20% for his first appearance. Basic effects include Key 4, attack defense 259%, and launches an additional super attack. When attacking, he gets an additional 100% attack and defense 259%. When HP is 59% or more. He has a chance of evading enemies' attack 80% when he falls below 59%. And this can happen within the turn, right? So if he gets hit, falls below 59%, he'll have 80% dodge for the rest of the turn. This plays directly into the next part of his passive, which is he does have a survive KO mechanic that can activate once per turn. So basically, should, for whatever reason, right, he's not done building and he takes an unfortunate super, he will survive that KO and then proceed to have 80% dodge for the rest of the turn. When receiving a Key Blast super, he also has a great chance of nullifying it and countering it with tremendous power. For every attack received or evaded, he gets Key 2 up to 6, and chance for a critical hit 20% up to 59%. With an additional attack 100% up to 300%, and 100% defense up to 200%. If HP is 40% or less at the end of the turn, he will recover 59% HP. For the first time that he falls below that, he will fully recover HP. You combine that with the fact that he does have a 10% raise on his super attack effects on his 12 key, he could potentially heal up 20 to 30% HP on his initial appearance, which is really, really good. Which means, like, if you threw him slot 1 and he ate an unfortunate super that dropped you to 1 HP, right, because it was going to kill you, he can now recover at least 30% of your HP back, which means your second and third slot unit could potentially still be safe from dying, even though you had landed at 1 HP. So it's a really useful skill. He does have an active skill, which massively raises attacks temporarily, causes ultimate damage, and within the turn, all attacks become critical hits. And this can be activated when you're 59% or less, or when there's another Earthbred Fighters ally starting from the 5th turn. So all in all, he is a solid unit. He is arguably one of the best units in the game, not only because of his greatly stacking defense, which he ends up building fast. Like, we're talking about a unit that can effectively reach 10 million defense by his second or third appearance, thanks to not only the stacks, but this little 259% extra defense he gets when receiving an attack. Just all in all, a great, phenomenal unit. Combined with the fact that he can essentially not die, right? You know, if you really wanted to, you can perpetually keep him in slot 3 and he will never die, because, well, I mean, unless, you know, dodge canceling or you miss that 20% proc, which is really hard to do, because realistically, right, the thing that's going to kill you for him is the super attack, right? So as long as you can dodge the normals after that, then he'll live, and that's just such a very useful ability. It makes him arguably one of the best units in the game, because Even if he fails that turn, by the next turn, he'll have enough defense to survive that super or supers beyond that. So, really, really good. So I would say just based on the unit alone, he is 159% worth your Carnival coins. If you had Carnival coins sitting right now in your box and you spent them on Kai Goku, it is 500 coins well spent. You'll be walking out with one of the best LR EZAs that will likely carry you throughout this year. Now, with that being said, there are a couple of considerations you want to make before pulling the trigger on that 500 coins. Number one is, of course, that, we do have the part 2 coming up, and this part 2 will feature UI Goku and Blue Evolution Vegeta, along with, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta and Goku, and it is confirmed that UI Goku and Blue Evolution Vegeta are the Carnival units, as their medals were leaked in the in-game news by accident. Not that it wasn't obvious they were the Carnival leads, given that they pretty much told us the Dokkan Fest was Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, but regardless. So you may want to consider how your part 2 summons are going to go, right? You very well could get shafted, and you're going to need those 500 coins later. So you may want to consider holding for now, but that's ultimately up to you. Another consideration you should make is that there is, of course, part 1 to consider as well, right? If you don't plan on pitting Vegeta, or you did not pull him, he's still a very good character. I know a lot of people, got a big hate boner for the Daima units, but Vegeta is actually incredibly good. And, as an anniversary unit, your next available ability to pick him up with coins will be in September. So it may be worth, or I'm sorry, not September, July. It may be worth waiting till, to use your coins until he comes back. Kai Goku, we'll come back to that in a second, but it may be worth waiting your coins till he comes back. So worth considering. Another consideration is, of course, who is going to be on the part 2 banner, which we will have a video fully breaking that down here probably by the end of tomorrow. But one thing to consider, right, depending on how much you plan on summoning on that Carnival banner, AGL Gogeta should be on that banner, and, this will be his second return for coins, and, if you hadn't picked him up before, now's a perfect opportunity to do so, especially if you don't intend on summoning on those Carnival banners, right? This might be your way to pick him up with coins. Another option we should consider right now, Goma is a yellow coin LR, but he theoretically, according to the news, should be on the Part 2 Carnival banner. The in-game news did sort of indicate that he would be coming back at a later time, or a soon time. They didn't specify when, but I would have to assume that means they're going to be on the Part 2 banners, if not some banner in the near future, but very likely he could be featured on the Carnival banner, and honestly, right, he would be worth spending your Carnival coins, as I know not many people summon on yellow coin banners and probably don't have the yellow coins to buy him, but you probably do have Carnival coins, so something worth considering, that there are other options you have to consider before pulling the trigger on Kai Goku. If these are all characters you have, nor characters you don't want, maybe, then of course Kai Goku is an excellent choice as the #1 easy. That he is. Because after all, it is a, he is now an anniversary LR EZA, which means two things. We are never going to see him on a banner again. That's typically how it works for these anniversary LR EZAs. Kai Goku is currently on that free ticket banner that we're getting during the anniversary, right? And he's also on this banner right here. Which honestly, we did talk about, whether or not this is worth a summon, right? And, once you're done with part 2 summons, 30 stones on this, probably not a bad gig to pick up Kai Goku. But outside of that, right, now that he's EZA'd for the anniversary, right, the next time we'll see him on a banner is likely GDC, and then we probably won't see him for a very long time on a banner after that. So just something worth considering there, that, you know, this might be the last opportunity you get, or close to it, that you get to picking him up with your coins or summoning him before he kind of disappears forever, right? This happened to every LR EZA from the anniversaries. They kind of just stopped showing up on banners, you know, after about half a year or so. So just worth considering, you know, before you pull the trigger. But absolutely, I would say, end of the day, Kai Goku is worth your 500 coins. Just take into consideration that, you know, we haven't finished with part 2 yet, so wait till your part 2 summons are done and decide whether or not you need him over any of the other options I have mentioned here. So, guys, that is it for our video. That is my recommendation on whether or not you should pick up Kai Goku EZA with your hard-earned Carnival coins. If you like the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let us know, did you do it? Did you pick up Kai Goku with those coins? Would love to hear if anybody actually did, because I know not many people summoned on 8th Anniversary Part 2, so I am kind of curious who ends up coining him here. Let us know in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.